Hi guys, this message is for my Cancer, the crab. Cancer, what's up? It is December 18th. Of course, when you see it's when you're meant to see it. Some of you it'll resonate with, some may not. Take what does apply and let the rest fly. So, Cancer, a few messages for overall. Keep the message in mind. It could be future energy. If you see another one of my videos or someone else's videos and the title resonates, but it says a different zodiac sign, pay it no mind, watch the video. There could be a message for you. So, a few messages, Cancer, for you. A personal issue reaches resolution, whether that's within a relationship, whether that's within your home, whether that's with people around you, or if it's something within you. There is a solution to something, whatever the issue is. But you have to be willing to accept that solution. You have to be willing to realize a truth around a situation for it to be able to be resolved. And then once this happens, big happy changes can come in. There's not a right time for something when dealing with a person for some of you. It's not the right time. And then you've got success. And we also have forgiveness. So, with the forgiveness I'm picking up, you need to forgive those who have hurt you. Some of you, it's a relationship with your mother or some kind of mother figure in your life. Some of you, it's just you simply need to forgive people who have broke your heart and don't allow people who have hurt you to make you feel less than or valued and worth, because of course that's what happens when people hurt us. You might start wondering, well, what's wrong with me? You might devalue your worth and feel like, well, obviously I'm not worth it because this person hurt me, they cheated on me, they backstabbed me, this family member did, my mother or whoever didn't love me enough. So when those kind of things happen to us in life, we can tend to downgrade our self-worth and value. So we'll settle for less, or we'll keep allowing an individual or new individuals with similar qualities, poor dating habits, um, will keep allowing people to do things like that. And that's because, we're simply ignoring red flags. We ignore the flags when a person shows the signs of immaturity. We ignore people's that we deal with behavior. Even when you know it's wrong, even though you know that's not how it's supposed to be, you will continue to allow a person to do it or take them back. That's a change you need to make. There's a solution to this. You have to stop allowing people back in your life who has hurt you or betrayed you. You have to stop allowing a person to, or people, it boils down to your choices in love. Overly committed to the wrong people or person. Someone who has put you in a third party, and you can continue to deal with that person and take them back. There's always going to be that insecurity. But of course, if that person comes back, it kind of might make you feel good because you're like, okay, something's got to be there. They obviously feel something. You got to stop thinking like that. There is a solution. There's time for change. There is that right person out there. But you got to start recognizing red flags in people when they show signs of immaturity, when they show immature communication, when they're not stable. Some of you could have been dealing with someone who brought you confusion or dealt with other options or other people, or, it was based off an opportunity. What can they gain from it? For others of you, there's a change trying to happen surrounding your children if you have children. And this is by, being more nurturing, showing more love, being there for them. Right now, that'd be the big focus, making sure your children are happy and you're happy. If you do not have children, the big change that you need to make is letting people from your past go. Some of you, it could be siblings and relatives. Some of you, it's a person that you're in a relationship with or dealing because someone kept a secret or kept another relationship or someone from their past a secret. And you need to change, or they kept you a secret. You know what I'm saying? Flip the roles however it goes. And this could have been something your mother did when, her dating pattern, or some type of mother figure. This could have been passed down in some kind of way. And you're meant to change that. Not only change that so your children don't do the same thing or have those same dating um, patterns because they watch us and how we date and what's acceptable and what we put up with. So 9 times out of 10, the children are going to get tried in the same way and may make those same mistakes. Why? Because they've seen their parents doing it. Fighting and arguing with the individual, knowing an individual hurt them or them and deal with them and find all these reasons why you should still individual when you should not. You got this solution to your issues is accepting defeat in areas, not allowing what someone else did to you to lower your self-value, because there probably was already red flags from the beginning. So you had to learn your self-worth through this person. So they're actually trying to do you a favor. The problem is when we don't learn and we continue, and then, allowing it to ruin your thoughts about love, or there are no good men or women out there. That's not true, because we are what we attract. If you have insecurities in you and you have those qualities in you, a person will know. You'll attract these people who are going to test you, who are going to hurt you, who are going to cheat on you, who are going to do something. Or if it has nothing to do with the relationship, it's some of you, it's lessons through family members who have betrayed you, hurt you, done you wrong, and you continue to still do for them and deal with them. Well, it's my brother or my sister, so I have to keep being there for them. I have to keep doing for them, or I have to. No, that's a human being. You can love them from a distance, because again, even when you do that with a relative, you're telling the universe and God, first and foremost, that you have no self-respect and value. And just because it's a relative, you will allow them to do whatever, and you will still show up and be there for them in the same way they was not for you and still have not for you yet. That's an example, or it could be a real deal, Cancer. For some of you, money could be looking good, or you may be getting a boost in money, or you may get a new opportunity to make some money coming up. Some of you may have different ways of getting money, but I see an opportunity or something coming out of that. You could have been working hard and it's paying off, but you got to make sure you are not investing your money into the wrong people, that you don't feel you got to give this. And I know the holidays are coming up. And if you got children, take care of you and your children. Don't be going and buying this ex or this person you're dealing with who still can't act right in a relationship or has already hurt you, buying them gifts. Or these family members or certain people who don't do, feeling like you got to get them stuff. A lot of people focus so much around Christmas, and even myself used to, and the children even think this, that it's strictly about presents and gifts. When really it's to celebrate the life of Jesus and love and bring family together. But, the world we live in today has made it solely focused on gifts. You know what I'm saying? So making sure you're not gifting the wrong individuals or taking your blessing and your money and putting it in the wrong energies. That doesn't ever come back, pay it back to you. And I don't mean pay back like loan back. I mean like paying it forward, What else for Cancer? Yeah, and it's time to move forward. It's time to leave the past behind, or someone from your past, It's time to move forward. That's the only way, that is the solution. That is the only way to bring a peace of mind. For some of you, if there's a health issue, that will have a solution to it too. There will be an improvement in that. That's a small message for some of you. But moving forward from peace of mind, from these family members who always fighting and competing, backstabbing each other in the back, talking about each other, moving forward from this lover or this past lover who tried to keep you a secret or kept a whole nother relationship a secret, who's still dealing with people from their past. You're still dealing with people, the solution is here. If you want these changes and this happiness, you got to be willing to move forward. And that comes with forgiveness, acceptance, and seeing people and things for who they are. What goes around comes around. What you put in is what you're going to get. And not always what you put in are you going to get anything back. But if you keep putting in and not getting anything back, you're going to keep putting in and not getting anything back, because people take that for granted. What else for Cancer? Yeah, you really need to hold back from individuals or people who have done you wrong, or a person who has not been there for you. This person is immature. It's like taking care of a baby, I'm hearing. Or even the siblings, you could have siblings and family members. So it's like they're still like children. Yeah, so you need to move forward from all this confusion, placing titles on people, all these different reasons you should stick around and invest in something. Eventually it's going to change. Eventually things will move forward, but you're going to continue to be stressed out. And if you continue to invest in the wrong person or people, that's going to affect your finances. And then you might start stressing about money because you would think, well, if I didn't invest in this or do this for this and that person or felt like I had to, you wouldn't be stressed around money. And if finances were affected or are, that's because you have the wrong person in your energy. Some of you could be dealing with a person who has addictions or a toxic person. Sex addictions, smoking, drinking. And this was a reason someone kept someone else a secret from you or kept you a secret, or they're trying to keep their addictions a secret. I'm just seeing someone trying to maintain two different situations here, but the reason it was going on is based upon addictions. Now, whether it's sex, alcohol, drugs, I'm not sure. Someone who's emotionally manipulative, toxic. Someone you need to set boundaries with. Because that's what's going to bring those changes in your life. That's what's going to bring balance and justice in your life. Some of you, it may be your own addictions that you have. You really need to work on those because that could be, reasons money could be affected or why things may not be working out because you haven't ended certain things and people and things in your life or people around you who have addictions. And these people have karma and justice is going to be served and things are going to be balanced out either way it goes. And when we choose not to decide, eventually we're going to be left feeling defeated and depleted of money and fighting and arguing with people because we chose to keep a situation or deal with people, no matter who it is, in our lives. And we refuse to see them for who they are. We refuse to hold back from those individuals. We keep putting in the work for a situation or a person that is too much. This is laying burdens to rest, laying someone to rest, laying things to rest that are just too much. Now, whether it's your own addictions, a person, or things, there's something here of an energy that is just too much. Some of you were dealing with a person who is giving and receiving to other people, or dealt with you because you're so giving. You just keep giving, or you provided something. What else for Cancer? Or you're giving and receiving to the wrong people who use you or want to be around you because of what you can do for them. You need to ghost these people and move forward, or this person. Some of you is dealing with a person, it's all about money and what they'll do for money and what, things like that. What else for Cancer? Some of you, you're choosing to be loyal to toxic a person. It's like choosing to be loyal to the devil in a sense. Like if it's a toxic relationship or you're dealing with someone who commits to their demons, they're fully committed to their dark side. That's these addictions, the smoking, the drinking. Someone is fully committed to that. And if they would put that full commitment energy into themselves and self-love and stability, their life would change. But instead, they're committed to the devil. And if you're committed to a person who has addictions, that means you're committing to that in return. So you're going to have these setbacks, these hardships, these finances affected, this unhappiness. Your soul's not going to be at peace. You're not going to be happy. But the minute you work on, if it's you with the addictions, you work on these addictions to drinking, smoking, whatever, or you work on ending a toxic relationship or ending people, whoever, even if it's family, people around you who have addictions. And no longer enabling and giving to these people, no longer being emotionally manipulated of your thoughts of what love is, and you focus on stability and self-love and listen to your intuition, big changes will come in. Balance will come in your life. You're trying to commit and be loyal to the wrong person or people who don't show you that same loyalty in return, because these people or this person is committed to the devil, their toxicity, their dark side. Could have even been dealing with someone who was in another commitment. And it's time to walk away. It doesn't matter if you've been with this person for a long time or you've invested this much, so much and all this time and blah, blah, blah. Those are excuses and confusion and reasons to hold on to your own addictions, to hold on to keep doing something the same way that just keeps getting harder and harder, doesn't get better. Keep dealing with a person who repeatedly makes everything hard or overburdening, or you're carrying all the way to the relationship. That's because you're refusing to walk away, but you're already deep down, truly, you're not happy. So, and it's going to continue to be that way until you accept this clarity and truth, and you stop keeping yourself stuck. Sorry, I dropped a few cards. Mentally, it's like a mental prison. You keep telling yourself all these reasons why you should stay, why you shouldn't leave, or how it's going to get better, or why you should keep helping these family members, why you should keep dealing with these family members. You don't want to be alone. You want to be looked at in a better light. You want to be, all these things. It's your thoughts that are keeping you stuck, keeping you from seeing the truth. You have already received the truth about a person. You have already received clarity about people or an individual, and you're choosing to allow your thoughts to keep you stuck from leaving a situation. And that's not reality itself. And when we don't accept the truth we've already been shown by the divine, things are going to start happening that is out of our control to cause pain or to cause endings. And that, that can come through natural things, that can come through heartbreak, third parties, it could come through family hurting you, taken from you. Everybody, it's different. But that's when things happen. And then when those things happen, we're hurt and we're like, well, you should have known better. And sometimes it takes us several times to learn a lesson. It takes several hurts, several heartbreaks from people we care the most, or we think, who would care about us the same in return, but they don't. And that comes through acceptance. But again, not allowing that pain, hurt, and betrayals to affect your self-worth and value. Instead, love yourself and make yourself smarter for the next choices. If a person shows signs of immaturity or how they communicate, or you don't feel comfortable and safe and secure in that relationship, that's a sign that it's not for you. Back out right away. There's always those red flags we ignore to keep dealing with the person. And then when it doesn't turn out right, you're more harder on yourself. What else for Cancer? So it's really a time to take action and hold back from people. Allow this cycle to close out. Be willing to let cycles close out. Find that strength and courage to understand it's time for change. It's time to let a person go. It's time to let certain people go where it's ran its course. The truth has already been revealed. They've already shown their character. And it's time to heal, and giving yourself that patience and time to heal, giving yourself time to work on your self-love and not be focused on a person or a relationship who has yet to invest, who has yet to, all the time and things maybe you've invested in these people, family, friends, or this person, and there's nothing to show for it. And it's going to continue to be that way until you realize it's time to move forward. It's time to stop giving to this person. It's time to stop giving to these individuals who don't give to you. Dealing with people who just want to party, I'm hearing party and bullshit with several people. It's a good time to if this reading is resonate, to focus on your independence and your abundance and being single so you can have some kind of victory in your life. So you can work on manifesting things. You have everything you need to move forward. But some of you are guarded towards change, guarded towards, I don't want to let this person go. I care about them. I this, I that. You cannot think like that. If their true colors have already been revealed to you and they have betrayed you, backstabbed you, hurt you, and you keep holding on because there's passion, or you think this person is going to change and take action, that's an illusion in itself. And that's, again, your mind and your thoughts keeping you trapped in a situation. And this is blocking forward movement in your life, Cancer. When we hold on to people, even because, well, I've been with them forever, I share kids, all those things, but there's no peace, there's no happiness. They've hurt, they've done this, they've lied, they've cheated, they've stepped out of the commitment. You're not happy. And there's even more big changes, big happy changes to come for you Once you're willing to put in this action, to hold back, to leave a situation, to stop dealing with, to set yourself free, to be single, and while you're single and healing, that doesn't mean entertaining the next, because you're still healing. You have to learn that lesson. You have to focus on that self-love. You got to heal from these hurts, betrayals, or a person, but don't allow that to lower your self-value based off what another person did, because they chose to juggle you. They were unstable financially. You thought this was real love, but it was more about how you loved them. That's what the person loved. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't enough love. And sometimes it hurts, but that person was brought in your life to make you learn self-worth and value, not to deal with a person who is immature emotionally, and some of you are still waiting on change, waiting on a person to take action, but they're still in a knight energy, a page energy, still emotion. They're refusing to change, dealing with people, and this could be family and friends too, several people around you, maybe even your father. Your father could have been like this. Some of you may be dealing with where your father has yet to change from childhood to this day, and some of you, it's the mom too. Like, even if you look back and you had struggles with love expressed or good positive parents, you might look and think, my dad still hasn't changed yet till this day. Like, my mom has it. So, some people don't. They never do. And you'll be stuck in that cycle dealing with people you date if you don't realize this. You know what I mean? And some of you could have been dealing with an individual who wants to control the situation. They're a liar. They're sneaky. They're immature emotionally, immature communication. They're selfish. They want what they want when they want it. Or you could be dealing with family members like this, friends like this. You could feel like you're surrounded by people like this. And you really got to dig deep in a situation like this. Like, and I don't know about you guys, but hey, Kaylee Boo, I've looked back. My upbringing, my parents didn't show much affection and love. So it wasn't something shown or expressed. And as I started dating as a young adult, I was dating men, men, this could be like flip it, the roles, that were similar to my dad. My dad didn't do my mom really well. He didn't treat her well. He cheated. These things. And I started looking back, like, now that I've become awakened to things and healed in aspect, I haven't even been in a relationship or having sex or anything for a while, and I'm fully content with it. Like, the healing takes time and it's day by day. And I'm like, I was dating people similar to my dad. And my dad still to this day has not changed. My mother has not. She still dates losers. She still dates men who, and it's like, some people never change, some can. But if I didn't break that cycle and learn self-value, or would allow that to affect me when my parents didn't love me the right way, or this guy didn't, it'll always keep you trapped in life. It'll always keep you trapped in repeating these dating cycles. But you got to realize at the end of the day, you can want someone to change and show up for you all day long. But if you continue to allow something, they're going to continue to do it. They're not going to change just because you keep being loyal and being there for them. It's things like that. And you got to think about, are you happy? Are you not? It's going to hurt to walk away. You got to reject these people and this person. They're going to be regretful about it. They're going to wish they didn't play you, put you in a third party once you walk away. Some of you, once you walk away, they're going to come back quickly chasing, but they're not changed. If they come back and they're still not changed, this person is still in regret about something from their past. So they're in this self-sabotage energy. And something is truly over, and there's a transformation, Cancer, that wants to take place within you. But we have free will. You have to be willing to end things, and see things for what they were. But most importantly, you got to dig deep. Like, why do I do this? Where is this coming from? Is this a developed pattern from watching my parents, how they dated? Am I searching for attention maybe I didn't get growing up? Because I'm like, man, it's deeper than just dating the wrong person. When I dug real deep, I'm like, wow, seeking validation, or constantly feeling like I got to be dating someone, or the reason I did put up with certain things I shouldn't have is because I didn't want to be alone. And I just needed the attention in some way, somehow, shape. But I really dug deep and was like, this is deep. Okay. At the end of the day, it don't even have nothing to do with the person who did me wrong, or, And I was like, wow, you know. So and that took time, and that took celibacy, that took, like, you know, and things that I never thought I'd go that long without doing. And it's like it showed how really unhealed, how unawakened, or how I refuse to really accept some truths, not only about myself but people around me. And that was family members too. I've had family members who, just because they was a family member, I always was there for them, but when I needed them, they was never around. um and I had to learn, took me a few years to learn that, to cut them off. I don't have to be rude. They say, hey, how you doing? I say, hey, good. But when they ask me for something, I don't do it. If they're never around or don't show love, or they're negative or toxic, I'm not around them. And there's been some lonely holidays, you know, it's just me and the kids, you know. But these are just examples, Cancer, to give you a little. And right now is a good time to just focus on work, because if you continue to deal with the individual, some unexpected, this person, you know, some, you could have found out some unexpectedly dealing with a person that rocked your foundation or shook up things. And, you know, this person can unexpectedly try to return, and you got to block this out. You got to protect your family. You got to protect your peace. You got to protect your happiness, and take a new direction and new path and move forward, and put all that loyalty and stability into yourself. Put all that loyalty and hard work into ending a situation, and stick at it, because what you're working on and your abundance and goals and things you want, this person can't offer that. This person ain't stable enough financially to offer that, or these people. And they're going to love bomb you. Oh, but I love you, and try to move forward, and all this communication and all this flirting and all this passion and all this blah, 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 blah. That's because you're doing good and you love you, or you need to, and you got to call judgment. This person may try to call you and take a chance towards you, but you need to heal. This person is still keeping secrets. This person still doesn't have much to offer you. This person is still very much stuck in their life. And, you know, even though you could be wish fulfillment, this person can't give you what you want, or that true happiness, or that stability. So this person just wants to know that they can get what they want when they want it, and you'll always be there for them and do what they say and what they want. Or, you know, that could be family too. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about. So you got to keep that in mind, especially Cancer, if you have children, because it passes down. I had to look like, man, my mom's dating behaviors and stuff, that it passes down to us. And then from us to our children, especially if they're being raised watching that, you'll notice your child is starting to have those same dating behaviors if you have children old enough to date, you know, things like that. I hope this reading resonated for someone. Um, like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment. You guys have a good day.